If you followed along with any of our previous recipes, you probably have all these ingredients at home anyway, and it's so quick, so easy. There really isn't any cooking. It's one of those chopping with Kaylee videos again. Hi guys, and welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new here, my name is Kaylee, and in my kitchen we do our best to learn together how to create different, authentic cultural food from all around the world. Today we're going to be doing another Chinese recipe. I know there's so much Chinese, but it's just my specialty at the moment. But we're learning how to make a smashed cucumber salad. It's so easy and so quick, and there really isn't any cooking. It's just chopping with Kaylee for today. There's only 5 simple ingredients. We're gonna quickly go through those and then we'll get right into it. This might be the easiest dish that we've done yet. First off, we're going to need a cucumber, of course, because this is a cucumber salad. We need some garlic. It's sort of up to you how much garlic you use. So you could use sort of 2 small cloves. I have this one giant clove, so I might just use that for today. And then to create sort of like the dressing, we're gonna use 3 simple sauces. We have some soy sauce that's gonna add a nice sort of amount of saltiness to the dish. It's gonna help balance it out. A little bit of sesame oil. I love sesame oil in everything. It just adds a wonderful nutty flavor. So we're gonna add some of that. And then the last thing we're gonna use is some chili oil. Now this is probably the most famous chili oil in all of China. It's called Lao Gan Ma, and it's really spicy, very fragrant. This one happens to have little pieces of peanut and I believe a little bit of fermented tofu, but there are different varieties that you could get. Still the same brand and still with very similar taste, just depends on what extra is inside there. Funny enough, a few years ago, John Cena was filming some movie in China, I guess, and he found the sauce and just became obsessed with it. So I'll link a pretty funny video down below where you can see him. He's actually really good at speaking Mandarin. As a non-Mandarin speaker, I've asked some people that I know, and they say that he's pretty spot on. So I don't know, I thought that was kind of funny. One thing that I also wanted to mention is this is just the way that we make it. This is the way that Ryan and his family have taught me how to make it. There's lots of different variations. You can spice it up by adding a little bit of coriander or spring onion if you just want to liven up the dish a bit. Since this is the recipe that we use at home, there isn't a formal recipe that will be linked, but I will put down accurate measurements of each of the sauces that I use down below so you can follow that along as a guide. The first thing that we're gonna do is smash up our cucumber, and then we're going to finely mince up the garlic. So again, I said I'm just gonna use 1 giant clove. I'll put the other 2 to the side, and then we'll get smashing. All right, so with our cucumber in here, I'm just gonna kind of roughly chop off the ends just because those bits are a bit harder to munch on. And then we're going to smash this. Truth be told, often when I'm making the salad, I just go ahead and cut through the cucumber if I'm in a rush, but giving it a little bit of a smash will allow the flavor from the different oils and sauces to kind of absorb into the cucumber. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking for. It's okay if when you smash up the cucumber, if it starts to break apart. That's great. We're just kind of trying to soften it up a little bit, and then we're gonna go through and cut it up. So there is the smashed cucumber, very quick to chop up, and now we're just going to work on the garlic. Now that the prep work is done, yes, that's it for prep. This is such a simple recipe for my kitchen. All we have to do is chop up the cucumber and garlic. Now we're gonna add in our variety of sauces. So again, all measurements will be linked below. I'll try to keep track of about how much I use. I would say that we use mostly soy sauce and then just a little bit of the chili and the sesame oil to add in a little bit of extra flavor. So for 1 cucumber, maybe about a tablespoon of soy sauce. Okay. So a little bit of that. About a teaspoon-ish of sesame oil. And then the last thing to add would be our chili sauce. And again, about a teaspoon of this. The last thing we need to do is mix it all together. So that chili oil is really adding a beautiful reddish color. You can smell the nuttiness of the sesame oil as well. And then that soy sauce just balances that all out by adding in a little bit of the saltiness. Alright, that's it. We're done. It's as simple as that. So now it's time to dig in and try it out. One of the things I really love the most about that chili oil, like I said, is it comes with like peanuts and stuff inside of it. So it adds a little bit of crunch. But let's try the actual salad. That's so perfect. It's so fresh and crunchy. This would be really great for summer, but honestly, it's amazing anytime. It's so simple. It's amazing. By taking that cucumber and smashing it, it did allow it to soften up a lot, and then a lot of that flavor really absorbs in, which is awesome. I love this side. Honestly, I often make this side first, or at least once I have whatever main going. While that's going, I'll make the side, but I'm a picker. So when I have something there, if I'm still cooking, I'll still pick at it and try and eat. So by the time it's time for the meal, we're usually at about half the quantity of our cucumber salad. It's just that good. It's one of my favorite dishes. I highly recommend you try it out. It's super simple and really easy. And there are lots of amazing mains that I have up on the channel. I'll link those ones above and below for you to check out. This would pair wonderfully with that. If you had maybe some twice cooked pork and you wanted some kind of vegetable on the side, this would be amazing. And it balances out. It's a cold dish versus a hot dish. Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen today for a very short and quick dish. I hope that you try this one out. If you do, definitely tag me on social media so I can see what you were able to do with this dish and maybe what else you paired it with. I'm curious to see how you make it your own. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also give this video a like. It lets me know that you're interested in the content and that I should keep going on with more videos like this. You can also give me a follow on some of my other social media pages. I'm very active on Instagram. I like to post a lot of food, either that I'm making that night in my stories or maybe food that I'm eating. We eat out a lot only so I can I'll justify it this way. We eat out so I can see a variety of cuisines that do help inspire me to create content for you. But honestly, I just like trying lots of different restaurants. Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen today. I hope you enjoyed the recipe that we came up with. Very quick, very simple. Let me know what you want to see me make next. Again, I still got that list going, but I'm always adding to it. And I'd love for you to give me a little bit of input. So comment down below. What kind of food do you want to see? It doesn't have to be Chinese food. I know that's my specialty at the moment, but I want to branch out and try lots of different things. So it could be from anywhere in the world. Comment below. I'm excited to learn alongside with you in my kitchen. Until next time, bye guys.